Hello, welcome back to the We Are City channel, and today, a bit of a different video. We're doing my combined 11 of my favourite players of all time. I just thought I'd give a little video about me, myself, something for you guys to listen to and watch, and maybe you guys can let me know in the comments down below who your favourite players of all time are, who your starting 11 is, and just give us a bit to know about each other, doesn't it, really? Because you might see these players and think, oh, why does he like this player, or so on, and things like that. So this is a combined 11 of my favourite players of all time, and I also have got 7 players on the bench as well that I'll show in the first team. It's going to be a 3-5-2 formation, I'd say. 3 centre-backs, no real full-backs, they're playing as wing-backs. So we'll go with the first one, which is, of course, the goalkeeper. And in goal, I'm going with Manuel Neuer. Probably one of the best goalkeepers of all time anyway, and especially for my generation, he's been fantastic. He sort of changed the game, didn't he, as a goalkeeper, changed football with his way of playing football, where he just came out of his net and played the ball, and also just ridiculous shot stopper as well. I think he combines everything you want in a goalkeeper and a modern day keeper, and I don't think we're going to see anyone better than that combines both those two things. So Manuel Neuer is my goalkeeper. Now 3 at the back. On the right hand side of the defence, I've gone with Sergio Ramos. He is probably, again, one of the best defenders of all time, captain of Real Madrid, led them to, 4 Champions Leagues in a row. Just the top player. He's been fantastic for Spain as well for so many years. Yes, he's missed a few penalties at times. Not his best thing, is it? His best attribute, penalties, but aggressive, strong, also very good in the ball, and one that I always watched as a child and just thought, he's incredible. I really like him. Alongside him is a bit of a surprising one. He's more of a midfielder, really. Played as a holding midfielder a lot of his career, but I think would suit very much in a back 3. In his latter stage of his career, played in the centre-back position in the back 3, and that is Daniele De Rossi. Nearly joined Manchester City in around 2012. Roberto Mancini was the manager, big fan of Daniele De Rossi, and he was a fantastic player. Could score from anywhere, really. That was one of his sort of attributes, just long-range shots, aggressive. He had the tattoo of a don't slip sign with a sliding tackle on the back of his calf, and he used to wear one short sleeve, one long sleeve, because his shirt sleeve got ripped in one game, and he's superstitious, and then thought that would make him play better because he had his best game at that. So Daniele De Rossi, if you haven't seen him play, if you're a little bit too young, possibly go and watch him. One of the top players of Italian football. Next alongside him is Neven Subotic, which is probably the oddest one in this line. Neven Subotic, who played for Borussia Dortmund, Jurgen Klopp's Borussia Dortmund, took them to the Champions League final alongside Mats Hummels. I thought he was fantastic. Serbian he was, real good player. His career dropped massively when Dortmund went to that really poor season with Klopp and nearly got relegated. His season went downhill after there, and his career, then he ended up moving quite a few places around German football and so on. But in his time, in his prime, one of my favourite centre-backs to watch, and I think that back 3 right there and goalkeeper would be fantastic, although it does lack a bit of pace, I'd say. In the holding midfield role, it's got to be someone who is one of the best passers of football you'll ever see. Andrea Pirlo, I could have put in there, who's also one of my favourite players. But I went with Xavi of Barcelona in that, Pep Guardiola Champions League winning team. What a player. I've never seen anyone turn, shift the body, pass just quite the way he does, and understand the game any better than this man. He is in the holding role there, but he has got De Rossi, Subotic and Ramos behind him, and I think that'll be fine. There's not much balance in this team, I'll give you that. There's not much balance in the team. The first Manchester City player of this team, on the right hand side of a midfield 3, is Samir Nasri. Absolutely love this man. He got me off my seat every time I was at the game when he was doing something. And me and my mum, he was our favourite player, absolute favourite player. We talked about him all the time. He's just fantastic. There was just something so likeable about him. And I was there at that Carabao Cup final where he scored that screamer with the outside of his boot against Sunderland right in front of me at my end. And he's just incredible. It's such a shame the way his Man City career ended, really getting that injury and then Pep Guardiola sort of throwing him away. But I think he would have been still at Manchester City now if we'd sort of kept him going. But his attitude off the pitch and other off the pitch issues, interesting ones, let's say the least, sort of cost his career. But on his day, fantastic player. And alongside him in the midfield is one that I think is one of the best players of all time, that is so underrated, people just don't even know who he is, and that is Guti Hernandez. He played for Real Madrid, and honestly, if you think Kevin De Bruyne is a player who can pick a magical pass, this man was better than Kevin De Bruyne. I'm telling you now, he could pick a pass better than KDB. He was that good. Magical. You've probably seen that back heel assist he got for Real Madrid quite a long time ago. Now he's managed Almeria. I think he's managed the Real Madrid youth team as well. And I don't know what's happened in his career, really, managerial career. I think he got sacked from Mallorca or Almeria for going out partying with the players or something like that. But as a player, he sort of had that sort of off the pitch sort of lifestyles way. But what a player! What a player! Honestly, go and look at some clips in picking a pass. He was fantastic. On the left wing, I've gone with David Villa, very attacking this team. So David Villa on the left wing. Yes, he plays a striker, but he played that left-hand side of a front three for Barcelona. And he just used to... I loved the way he approached, a ball coming across the box. He hit it on his right foot, bend it into the top corner. Just an incredible player. Played for New York City. Didn't see much of him play for New York City. But I would have loved to see him play for Manchester City. I thought he was incredible at Barcelona. Came back from that leg break as well. And still played with just... Still the same quality, same technical ability. What a signing from Valencia. On the right-hand side, we've gone with Maicon, so more defensive change, really, on the wing there. Maicon did actually have a short spell at Manchester City. He was shocking, was overweight, was slow, and was an absolute flop. But in his time at Inter Milan, have you ever seen anyone hit a football harder than him? Maybe Alexander Kolarov used to rocket balls with the outside of his right foot, and he scored that iconic goal for Brazil where he actually put it round the back of the goalkeeper in the far post. Go and have a look at that on YouTube if you haven't seen it. On the right-hand side of the striker position, Radamel Falcao. When he was at Atletico Madrid, he was my favourite striker of all time, possibly. Second favourite striker of all time, or third, maybe. Sergio Aguero is up there as well, and he's on our bench here. But Radamel Falcao, Atletico Madrid. I remember watching Atletico's Europa League campaign where they battled against Athletic Bilbao to Athletic Club to win in the final. What a, player he was. It's such a shame Manchester City couldn't attract him. Monaco, in the end, gave him a bit bigger money, and he went to Monaco, got that injury, and his career went downhill from there, really. But imagine Sergio Aguero and Radamel Falcao at striker together. That would have been the most lethal strike force we've ever seen, I think, in the Premier League. In the end, City got Negredo, who was quite good as well, but nowhere near the level of Radamel Falcao. Was what 5'6" Falcao? And if you put it on his head, he'd score everything. Ridiculous player. And then, probably my favourite player of all time, another Real Madrid player. I think I have a bit of a soft spot for Real Madrid, actually. It is Raul. If you've ever watched some old Real Madrid football matches, watch that man Raul. One of my favourite players of all time. Similar, possibly, to Falcao, actually. He was a hard worker as a striker, but such a good finisher and just incredible. Absolutely incredible. Once again, he was just one of those players that... when I was a kid, I used to play football with my friends or at school or in the park. I used to just think of myself as Raul. I did. I'm Raul, and I always look for Raul shirts, Real Madrid Raul shirts. So expensive because they're very rare, and I love to collect my football shirts. But he is one of my favourite players of all time, if not the man. I say is my favourite player from all time. If anyone ever asks me, I always say Raul. He's my favourite player of all time. Now for the bench. So 7 players on the bench, and these are players that could substitute in positions in the first team. So the first one is Hulk when he was at Porto. What a player. An absolute beast. Something I think we've not seen before was a player with his physicality and strength and skill. And I'd say he's probably like Adama Traore. We think of that myth around Adama Traore, but Adama Traore with finishing ability could hit a strike from anywhere, could put a good cross in. It's a shame that he sort of ruined his career in my mind. I think at the time when he was at Porto and he was looking to leave, I believe he should have gone to the Premier League and gone to Chelsea. I think that would have been a perfect move for him. In the end, he decided to go to Zenit St. Petersburg. And then he moved, to China. He should have joined Chelsea. I think he would have had a way better career if he joined Chelsea at that stage in his career. On the left-hand side, another substitution could be Ezequiel Lavezzi. So Ezequiel Lavezzi, one of my favourite attacking teams of all time, I think I've mentioned it on the channel before, is the Trident at Napoli. Best counter-attacking team you'll ever see. Lavezzi, Hamšík and Cavani. Ezequiel Lavezzi was fantastic. Moved to PSG and his career sort of dipped off at that point. But at Napoli, fantastic in the Italian League. And another player from the Italian League in the midfield is Wesley Sneijder. Got a shirt on my wall. Wesley Sneijder shirt from that Champions League campaign where he scored those goals against Barcelona to send Inter Milan to the Champions League final, to win the Champions League under Jose Mourinho. And what a player Wesley Sneijder was. Didn't make it at Real Madrid, went to Inter Milan, became one of the best players in the world. Go and watch his banana pass, it's called. Search Wesley Sneijder banana pass for the Netherlands. Outside the boot pass, incredible. Then we've got Sergio Aguero up top. I can't leave out Aguero. I was there in his debut game against Swansea. I remember turning to the family friend I was next to who took me to the game, and I said, that man's going to be special. That man is going to be special, and he was absolutely incredible. A very special player, and probably the best player Manchester City have ever had. Then on to another defender, a sort of defensive change. It's Marcelo. I've never seen a fullback run a game from fullback, honestly. The best fullback, I think, of all time is Marcelo, because when he's at Real Madrid, them 4 Champions Leagues or 3 Champions Leagues they won, he dictated a game from fullback. I've never seen a fullback dictate a game. No, it's usually a midfielder or a striker. This man just did it himself. Incredible player. And just watch some of the times that the ball is switched across the field to him, and he stops it dead with his left foot. honestly unreal sort of player. One that's a bit of an odd one that you guys might be surprised by. Did have a spell at Manchester City and he wasn't so good at Manchester City, but his time at Valencia was amazing. It is Nicolas Otamendi. Go and watch him at Valencia in Spain. Watch some highlights when City signed him from Valencia. He was, you know, on the same level, I believe, that season in La Liga as Ramos. And watching him for Valencia in 2013, I believe it was, he was so good. Made some incredible, honestly incredible last-ditch challenges. One where Neymar's running through on goal. You know he's going to score. You expect him to score. And he dives in, sliding on his back, and just pokes his right leg out on his toe. Just jabs the ball away from Neymar. And he was unbelievable that season. And finally, a substitute goalkeeper. It's got to be Casillas. I've noticed there. Look how many Real Madrid players in the team. They've had some amazing players, the Galacticos, over the years. But Casillas, I've seen him live quite a few times. Casillas, what a goalkeeper he was. Not so good on his feet, and he wouldn't make it the modern day goalkeeper. You know, he's not the same level as Manuel Neuer. It's such a shame his career ended in abrupt fashion with the heart issue, and the way Real Madrid just sort of turfed him out, I wasn't happy with at all. But Casillas, one of the best goalkeepers of all time. So that is my team, best team of all time. I'll put back on the starting 11 once again, but that is the best team of all time in my idea, and not necessarily like sort of the best players of all time, but just my favourite players that I have ever seen. Players I've seen live, some I haven't seen live, some I've seen clips of, some I've actually watched games with. Obviously I've seen the games they've played, and that is my favourite team. Let us know in the comments down below who your favourite player and starting 11 is of all time. And of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and you can join the We Are City membership club to see all these videos early. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much, and enjoy my favourite player of all time.